Welcome back to the deep dive. Our mission is always to take a whole stack of sources, articles, research, expert notes, and, well, boil it all down to what you can actually use.
Hmm.
And today, we are diving deep into personal clarity. Specifically, how the simple act of journaling might just be the shortcut out of all that mental chaos.
And we were approaching this with two goals in mind. First, to give you really practical, doable methods to find that clarity.
Okay.
And second, we're actually using this whole discussion to explain some key English vocabulary, words you'll need to describe these internal feelings. So you're getting wisdom and language at the same time.
I love that. A dual mission. So let me just ask you, the person listening, what's your brain weather like today? Is it sunny and calm?
Or maybe a bit stormy.
Yeah,
Chaotic, loud inside.
if it's loud, you're probably feeling that internal chaos. It's less like a mind and more like a group meeting where everyone is yelling at once.
And there's no agenda for that meeting.
No agenda, no minutes, nobody's in charge. It's just noise. And you are definitely not alone if that's what your mind feels like.
Well, the research on this, on what they call cognitive load, is really clear. The second you write something down, you start creating order.
Oh, interesting.
You give those loud thoughts a physical home, and they stop, demanding all your attention.
Right. It's like you're finally telling them, excuse me, thoughts. You can't live rent-free in my head anymore. Pay up or leave.
Exactly. That's the immediate relief. But here's the trap. This is where most people get stuck.
Where's that?
They think journaling means you have to write some perfect essay about your feelings or achieve some kind of emotional masterpiece.
And that's why the habit dies so fast, isn't it? Nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
So our mission here is to make it simple, real, and actually doable.
Consistency is the magic.
Duh.
And that only comes from small, doable steps.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Why does writing feel so much like therapy? But starting, just opening the notebook, feels so hard.
Because starting means you have to face what's inside. We spend so much energy just keeping the lid on the mess. But we have to look at why that mess is even there. Why is your brain so overloaded?
That is the key question. And the sources all agree. Your brain isn't broken, it's just overloaded. Think of it like a phone with 2% battery, but it's still trying to run 50 apps in the background.
That's a perfect analogy. And there are three main reasons for this. The first one is all the unfinished things you're holding on to.
Unfinished things. You mean like that email you haven't replied to, or that awkward conversation you keep replaying in your head?
Precisely. Your brain treats every single one of those as an open tab. It's a real psychological thing, actually. The brain hates leaving things incomplete, so it just keeps reminding you.
That open tab sound is deafening sometimes. It feels like I have 20 tabs flashing red in my mind all at once.
That is the definition of cognitive overload. It's all just background noise, and it makes it impossible to hear yourself think.
Which brings us to the second reason, right? The complete lack of quiet in modern life. The second it gets quiet, we panic and fill it.
We do. We're conditioned to avoid it. The moment you feel bored or sad or stressed, what do? You grab your phone, you scroll, you distract.
So the feelings never actually get processed. They just get covered up.
And covered feelings wait. They show up later, usually bigger.
Yeah.
When you keep pushing them down, you're doing something we call bottling up.
Ah, okay. Our first key phrase.
Yes, to bottle up. It's a phrasal verb. It means you're keeping your feelings inside, not expressing them. Journaling is like a safe release valve for when you've been bottling things up.
Got it. And the third reason?
The third reason is that your brain is just trying to protect you. I call it the what-if department.
The what-if department. I like that.
It's always sending you warnings. Don't mess this up. What if you fail? Did you remember to do that thing? It's just trying to keep you safe, but it's working overtime.
So that's the source of all that anxiety. And when you combine it with the open tabs, you just feel overwhelmed.
So the solution isn't to fight your brain. It's to help it. Writing takes all those thoughts, all those warnings out of the air and puts them on a table where you can actually look at them.
And then you can finally see, oh, that's why I'm so tired. It's not one thing. It's these 50 little things.
That feeling. All those thoughts and worries piling up. This is a great English phrase for that. Mental clutter.
Mental clutter, yes. That's perfect. It's like a messy room, but in your head, and it stops you from finding anything important.
Exactly. And when that mental clutter gets too heavy, you start to feel, cloudy. You're awake, but not sharp. That feeling is called brain fog.
Brain fog. I know that one. It's when your mind feels slow, confused. Writing really does help cut through that fog.
But if you don't manage it, if you keep bottling things up, the thoughts, they can start to spiral.
Ooh. Yes. That's our next word, spiral. That's when one tiny worry turns into 10, and suddenly it's 3 in the morning and your brain is running a marathon.
Exactly. To spiral is a verb. It means your thoughts are going in circles and getting worse and worse. Writing slows that down. It puts a stop to it.
Okay, so if the solution is getting the thoughts out, how do we make that simple? Let's get into the how. The 3 levels of journaling.
Right. No Dear Diary pressure here. You just pick the level that fits your day.
Let's start with level 1, what you did. This sounds like the easiest one.
It is. It's perfect for those blur days when you feel that mental clutter and just want some quick relief.
So it's just a list, like woke up, coffee, meeting, traffic, lunch.
That's it. A simple list. Or maybe just write down one tiny moment you don't want to forget. The point is to make it quick.
Which brings up a good point. What's the best way to do it quickly?
That's where we use another great phrasal verb, to jot down. To jot down just means to write something quickly. A few words, a quick note. It's not a big essay. You can jot down 3 things in 2 minutes.
That makes it feel much more doable. But what about the days when the thoughts are still running wild?
That's level 2. What you thought. This is for when you have brain fog or when your thoughts are starting to spiral.
So you just write down the noise?
With no filter. You're just trying to empty out that what-if department. I'm worried about that bill. I can't believe I said that thing. Why am I so behind? Just get it out.
I think people worry that seeing it all written down will make them feel worse, more anxious.
That's a really common fear. But when a thought is in your head, it feels huge, endless. On paper, it has limits. It's smaller. And most importantly, writing it down helps you get it out of your system.
Ah, another great idiom, get it out of your system.
Yes. It means to release something you've been holding inside so you feel lighter, like letting pressure off. It helps you finally switch off.
Okay, that makes sense. But some days it's not thoughts, is it? It's deeper. It's a feeling.
And that takes us to level 3, what you felt. This is for the quiet emotions, the ones you've been bottling up. This is where you really process them.
Let's define that verb, process.
To process something means to understand and deal with it slowly. Not ignoring it, not rushing it, just working through it.
So how does that look on the page?
You just name the feeling first. Instead of replaying an argument, you write, I feel hurt, I feel small, I feel disappointed.
And once you name it, you can figure out what you need. What I need is peace. That clarity it's huge.
And that feeling of relief, that's the ultimate goal. Headspace.
Headspace, I love that term. It's that mental breathing room. When you have no headspace, everything feels like a battle.
And journaling gives you that space back. It gives you a blank slate feeling.
A blank slate, so a fresh start, a new chance. Even if the day was messy, you can close the notebook and feel like you can begin again.
Exactly. So those are the 3 levels. What you did, what you thought, and what you felt. You don't have to do all 3. Just pick one.
All right, final part. Actionable tips to actually stick with it.
Tip 1. Make it ridiculously easy to start. 2 minutes. 1 sentence. Your brain can't argue with 2 minutes.
Tip 2. Choose a time anchor. Don't say someday. Link it to something you already do. Right after coffee or right before bed.
Tip 3. Use simple prompts when you have that brain fog. Just ask, what's on my mind? Or, what am I avoiding?
Tip 4. The 1-sentence rule. On hard days, just 1 sentence keeps the habit alive. Even writing, my thoughts are spiraling, I need rest, is a win.
Tip 5. Don't bottle up, label it. Just name the feeling. I feel stressed. Naming it stops it from controlling you and gives you instant headspace.
Tip 6. Treat every page like a blank slate. If you miss a few days, who cares? The journal isn't your boss, it just waits for you.
And finally, tip 7. Think long term. This isn't a magic trick. It's a quiet habit. Small writing today leads to a calmer life later.
Okay, let's do a quick review of all those powerful English phrases we learned today.
We started with mental clutter, all those messy thoughts.
Which leads to brain fog, that cloudy, slow feeling.
And when we hide feelings, we bottle up. We keep them inside.
If we don't deal with them, our thoughts can spiral.
So we need to jot down our thoughts. Just write them quickly.
So we can get it out of your system and release that pressure.
The goal is to create headspace, that mental breathing room.
And every day is a fresh start, a blank slate.
Just remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your mind a little bit of that headspace. That's it. The 2-minute rule is your best friend.
So here is your tiny homework assignment from this deep dive. Right now, grab a piece of paper and jot down 1 line. What you did, what you thought, or what you felt. And if that 1 line is just, I am tired, that absolutely counts. Keep that knowledge flowing, and we'll catch you next time.